everybody after being off Labor Day last week. And it's good to have Mr. Busby back. No international scandals or anything while you were...
Yeah.
Oh,
None that have made it back to the States.
oh, okay.
And it only involved eating somebody else's dessert.
Norman. Oh, dear. Norman comes back this week,
I think he's traveling
today.
Tonight, I think they did it tonight sometime.
All right. Is there a motion we approve the minutes?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved. Mr. Pons.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We have one public hearing for you guys. This is a rezoning. This is for the Griffin Brothers. Griffin Brothers Investment petitions to rezone approximately 7.17 acres at 5851 31st Street in Mr. Wilson's district from R2 to ML. From R2 to ML. So here's the location of the property. It's close to Joe Malisham, close to the intersection of Joe Malisham and 31st Street. Vacant piece of property today, currently zoned R2, surrounded on the south and the north by the county, but then on the east and the west, residential. And they're proposing to go to that pink color that you see there, ML, light industrial. And the reason that they're going to that is because they would like to create an office warehouse, construct an office warehouse there at that location. Here's just a rough kind of site plan that was submitted. It's nothing that we're going to hold them to, but it's just how they plan to use the site. You can see that the site is pretty large compared to the building that they're going to be putting on there. It does not conform to framework, so framework identifies this as suburban residential. Again, predominantly single-family housing in the area where this is going, as you can see on the future land use character map. But again, that gray color, so right there on Joe Malisham, is that industrial color. And then these are the permitted uses within that ML zoning district. Planning Commission did recommend approval by a vote of 6-3 at their July 15th meeting.
And this is coming up tonight for a vote or to set a hearing date?
For a vote.
For a vote.
Yes, sir.
Zach, thank you so much for speaking to this. I've had the opportunity to speak to so many residents, and many of them will be here as well tonight. I know that the petitioner will be here tonight, so I look forward to hearing their comments.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you, Zach. Antonius.
Good afternoon, Council and Mayor.
Hey, buddy.
We have five applicants tonight. The first one is the FIO Wine LLC, DBA The Wine Market. They're applying for a retail beer owner off premises and retail table wine owner off premises located at 515 Greensboro Avenue. This first picture shows an area view of the location. And then we have our land use map, local picture, and a zoning map. This was recommended by in the public safety for council on August 27th. Okay. The second applicant I have is Alabama Boil Peanut Company LLC, DBA Alabama Peanut Company. They're applying for retail beer owner off premises, retail table wine owner off premises, located at 411 23rd Avenue. This shows the aerial map of the location. We have the land use map and the zoning map. This was recommended for council on August 27th at the Public Safety Committee as well.
They want to boil their peanuts in beer.
He'll be here to answer all them questions.
You go in and drink beer and eat peanuts?
Yes, sir.
All right, my next applicant will be India Palace LLC, DBA Sitar Indian Express. They're applying for retail beer owner off premises, retail table wine owner off premises, located at 1825 McFarland Boulevard North, Suite 250. This shows the area map. Again, we have the land use map and the zoning map. This was recommended for council on August 27th at the Public Safety Committee as well.
Will this
Remind
be
me, was this just a change of ownership?
I was just gonna ask too, is this a second location or are they gonna,
This is a second location.
okay,
Yes, sir.
same owners, just it's different location.
All right, and then my last applicant I have is Shiki Tuscaloosa Incorporated, DBA, the Shiki Japanese Thai Sushi Bar. They're applying for a restaurant retail liquor license located at 6521 Alabama Highway 69 South. This is the area map of the location. Second map shows the land use. And the last map shows a zoning map. This was recommended by Public Safety for council on August 27th as well. Is it? Okay.
Any questions? All right, thank you, Tony. Paramedics.
Just one brief thing. We will have 2 items for executive session, but beyond that, I just want to thank the hundreds of city employees for the last 2 weekends with game day. That is a logistical challenge from all the way from public safety to water and sewer to environmental services to CFG to revenue. You name it, we have the majority of city departments that are involved, even the airport. I know I was talking to Jeff earlier today about just some logistics for the team flying out. I can't thank enough all of our crews, police officers, et cetera. See the chiefs out there working at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. My words are inadequate to express what a great job they've done. And then you wake up on Sunday morning, and thanks to our crews, it's almost like there never was 100,000 plus people in 3 square blocks. And so I just want to thank them for the job that they do every single day. Quiet heroes as part of the game day process. I'm very, very proud of their work. So I just wanted to recognize them. I know I probably left some group or some department out, but it truly is for me, and I know you feel so with you, to sit back and think how our organization spins and does that. And we're the only city in Alabama that goes from being, the 5th largest to the largest for about 16 days a year. And that is a logistical challenge, and our team members do it flawlessly, and I just wanted to thank them for that. So appreciate the opportunity to be able to brag on it.
Yes, absolutely.
And I heard some positive things from some citizens that live down that way too. They were impressed. They got cleaned up, so it gets cleaned up. So
I know Megs and Eric Thompson, their crews were beginning about 4:45 a.m. And 4:30 a.m. So long nights, long.
we might as well have just stood there and stayed all night.
Well, and I want to thank y'all. You may have forgotten it, but y'all put in, I believe, about another 160, 170,000 in overtime, so we could do those extra cleanings. I call them cleanings, probably not the right word, just to get everything back in good order, because as Mr. Busby knows, a lot of his constituents are in that area. And it's not easy to pick up after 100,000 plus people in a few square blocks. So they do a fantastic job. Really do.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I want to thank something I don't do often is thank the state of Alabama, because last year I complained that there was no signage at all for game day traffic to come through Alberta. So I did complain to some folks, and now they got 2 signs that say exit stadium, this exit, and you could really see
I
the
saw that
difference.
coming up.
Yeah, the
There's
people
one
that
at
were
exit
coming through that
100
way.
too. They've had, there's an exit 100 to come around that way.
But first, I thank them for actually listening, and then they actually put up
Yeah.
2 signs, and you can really tell the difference of the traffic coming through.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so thank you, state of Alabama. All right, any other department comments, announcements?
Yeah, Kip, I just want to thank city staff and chief for coming out large numbers last night to support the town hall. Great work, and I appreciate that backup every time so I can deflect. But I didn't need to, and Matthew Wilson came, Councilman Wilson, and he didn't try to take over my meeting. I appreciate it. He just supported that. I appreciate that.
Connor, I just remember, Mr. Lanier, you just reminded me, we had a very successful meet and greet at the River Market on Saturday, and this Saturday morning at the Heritage House in Town Center, we'll be having we call it town hall meeting, but it's basically a come and go. Myself and Mr. Crow will be there for a couple hours at the Heritage House, beginning at 8 a.m. at Heritage House. Town Center, not the one in Towns of North River. This is the Town Center off McFarland Boulevard. So we look forward to that, and we'll be hitting every district over the next few months. So we're coming your way slowly but surely. I know we're trying to get Jack's lined up. Mr. Fell's
I don't
schedule.
believe that'll be a problem.
Phil's schedule is difficult, and certainly we'll be hitting all the different
We look forward
districts.
to you coming.
We got an idea for
Yeah, come on.
or-
Come on.
West Tuscaloosa. I think maybe combining it and doing something cool. We hope to.
Okay.
I should have some details to talk with y'all about in the near
Okay.
future. That's all. I apologize for.
No, not at all. Mr. Holmes?
Good afternoon, council. I'm sorry, I was so excited to brief the agenda. I got up here a little early. Before I get started in my portion, I do want to call your attention to the last item on your consent agenda today. As you recall, the last time you were in session at the Public Safety Committee, you heard from staff, ownership, and representatives of Rhythm and Brews regarding an expansion of their premises. What you have tonight on the consent agenda is just setting that for a public hearing, which will be next Tuesday at council. I know the representatives are here for pre-council today. If there are any questions that you want to discuss before next week, if not, if there's not going to be an objection to the consent agenda, we'll go ahead and let them know that now so they don't have to be back here at 6 o'clock tonight.
I just want to thank everybody yesterday for myself and Mr. Holmes and Chief Blankley and all of you fellas and with Rhythm Brews and Cam and Roger Taylor. It was really a great meeting, and because I had not fully understood what was going on, to be honest with you, and I think there was maybe a lot of confusion to go around that, and I wasn't very clear exactly, and but that half hour or whatever yesterday made it clear to me. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna hang around, even if y'all release us, just so if anybody wants to ask me any questions about this particular issue. Plus, I always enjoy coming up here and seeing what my representative is doing over there.
Yes.
Thank
When he's not in Germany.
And also, Kip, I'd like to echo those sentiments. I had the opportunity to meet with the owners of Rhythm and Brews as well earlier that morning, to actually tour the facility, look at the particulars within their building, and to learn about the longevity of their business within our city and the long-term investment that they've made.
I need to get out more. I thought Roly Polies were still there.
All right, I'm almost towards the bottom of page 2 of your agenda. We're on page 19. You'll be authorizing the purchase of equipment, supplies, or services from Marine One, Rescue One. This is a previously budgeted purchase for TFR of $12,880. On page 20, you'll be authorizing the purchase of equipment, supplies, or services from Stryker Corp. This again is a previously budgeted purchase from TFR, is for $107,210.10. On page 21, you'll be authorizing the purchase of equipment, supplies, or services for Stivers Ford Lincoln. This is a previously budgeted purchase from IT for a total of $51,733. On page 22, you'll be authorizing a purchase of equipment, supplies, or services for the Tuscaloosa Police Department. This again was a previously budgeted purchase. It is a total of $59,668.28.
What's the equipment?
What is the equipment on that one, Chief? It sounds like a vehicle, is it?
I've got multiple equipment. Is that the vehicle or is that the fingerprint?
59,000.
Fingerprint scanner.
Okay, it's gonna be a fingerprint scanner for us and the county jail.
What? Clear scan.
Fingerprint scan.
Yes, sir. So we have a fingerprint system for the county jail and also SBC for our processing. What we have now is out of date. And it's also comes with portable fingerprint machines, which means that we're out in the field and somebody won't give us their name or anything like that. We can take fingerprints and it'll search through our databases.
Can you take the fingerprint?
We came with a search warrant, yes, sir.
Will all
You got
officers
any
have that?
equipment?
Yes, sir. It's gonna be NERD, which is a computer system. It shows us depth, air, your diver, you know, all that good stuff. But it's gonna be 5 NERD systems for our diving because our stuff is out of date.
Chief, will all officers have the portable scanner?
No, I believe that's for 2 of them. They're being used all around the state and it's something that we use as a tool.
All right. On page 23, you'll be authorizing for purchase of equipment, supplies, or services from Converge Technology Solutions. This is a previously budgeted purchase from IT, and it's a total of $91,892. On page 24, you'll be authorizing disbursement from District 1 improvement funds for Central High School. This is a total of $2,500. This is doubled up and will be discussed in finance today. On page 25, you'll be authorizing disbursement from District 3 improvement funds for Verner Elementary School. This is a total of $2,500 and was discussed in finance last week. On page 26, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with Straight Line Fence LLC. This is a total of $2,816 and was discussed in projects last week. On page 27, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with Overhead Door of Tuscaloosa. This is a total of $8,723 and was discussed in project on the 27th. On page 28, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with Dakin Applied Americas, Inc. This is a total of $12,550 and 85 cents, and again was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 29, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with DMF Inc. This is Dugan Metal Products, and it's a total of $1,864, and again was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 30, you'll be authorizing a professional services agreement with McGiffert Associates for professional engineering and related services for the Eastover Drainage Improvement Project. This is a total of $201,612 and was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 31, you'll be authorizing a contract with Venue Next, Inc. for the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater Point of Sale System. This is a total not to exceed $170,401.65, and again was discussed in projects 27th. On page 32, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute professional services contract with Bokra Holdings LLC. This is DBA Gray Matters Grant Consulting. This is a total of $215,000, and again was discussed in finance last week. On page 33, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with the Armitage Group, Inc. This is a total not to exceed $10,500 and was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 34, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute a right-of-way permit to the University of Alabama. This was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 35, you'll be authorizing a contract with Event Concessions. This was discussed in projects on the 27th. On page 36 and 37, you'll be adopting amendment number 7 to the fiscal year 2024 General Fund Reserve for Future Improvements Fund budget. This was discussed in finance on the 27th. On page 38 and 40, you'll be appointing individuals to serve as election officers for the ad valorem school tax election to be held in the city of Tuscaloosa. This comes to you from the clerk's office as part of the special election. On page 41, you'll be authorizing amendment number 22 to the fiscal year 2024 general fund budget. This was discussed in finance on the 27th. Are there any questions for me on the agenda?
Questions for Scott?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have projects 230, 315 finance. Next Monday, Police and Fire Pension Board will meet. That's a rescheduled meeting. Planning and zoning, 5 o'clock on the 16th as well. Any other comments or communications from anyone in the room? All right, is there a motion we go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion, second. Mr. Holmes?
Yes, sir. As your city attorney and attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Alabama, I can certify that this executive session is to discuss securities plans, procedures, assessments, measures or systems, or the security or safety of persons, structures, facilities, or other infrastructures, including without limitation information concerning critical infrastructure, the public disclosures of which could be reasonably expected to be detrimental to public safety and welfare, as well as to discuss the consideration the governmental body is willing to offer, except when considering the purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or market value of real property.
Okay, we have a motion, second. All in favor, say aye.